Well, hello everyone. We're David Cronenberg's wife. It's fantastic to be here in this great venue. Slightly reminiscent of that scene in Eyes Wide Shut, where Tom Cruise is nearly forced to take off his clothes at an orgy, but gonna move past that. We played one of these semi-seated shows before, and we thought, it freaked us out the first time, but we're ready for you. Don't worry, we're ready for you. But we're going to take it down a little bit lower than we usually play tonight. We've got a few faster ones, a few louder ones, a few softer ones, including this first one, which is a kind of lost love song. Sometimes you win in love, sometimes you lose in love, sometimes you just draw, like a score draw. So this song is called Drawn Again. And it's played on the Appalachian dulcimer. Your own narrative in a language only you understand. I tried to pick up your pencil. You stamped on my hand. I'll tell you how a woman carried an empire to a man. And you tell me how she can betray him for a used car salesman. And I found I had drawn, yeah, drawn again. Drawn, yeah, drawn again. Not that wise. So I became the world's kindest stalker. I'd stop doing it if you realize like the girl on the 12 o'clock train, she was an actress, I could tell. She was reading Stanislavski, but I couldn't act natural. And I found I had yeah, drawn again. Too hungry, got to get that full look in my eyes. Like you just had dessert, sipping my coffee, wiping my mouth, paying the bill, saying my goodbyes. Then she asked me if I thought I was the only one who ever felt like a fool. I said yes. And there's something I want to get off my chest. Only problem is, it's my chest. And I found I had torn again. I found I had torn again. We're going to take it up, and then we're going to take it down. This next song is about the time I went to my friend Suli's house. Going to get in precise David Cronenberg's wife order. A drop of blood in this syringe. I leave soon after when the bass player of Batman arrives. True story. This is Mary, this is Chris, this is Dave, that's Tom, that's Hannah, that's Adam. First time for a very long time we've been starting up with people. I'm Tom and collectively we are David, Cronenberg's wife. Thanks a lot. Well, you special people of Cardiff, we have a new song for you, a debut of this song. I'm going to sit down for it, a bit like Devendra Benhart or CM Punk. 10 points if you know both of those individuals. Sitting down for two reasons. One, because I think it suits the song. And two, it's quite new, and I've got a cheat sheet of lyrics just there, but don't tell anyone. It's called If You Think About It, subtitled Every Single Day on Earth, I Wanted to Be Drunk. Who starts it? Who? Anna's going to start it. We'll grow into it. With the Belarusian punks, take me to the Bowden grave, take me to Blackpool. These 30-minute tapes are the place I went to school. If you think about it, 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 if you think about it. I was sitting in the graveyard New Year's Eve of '99. We didn't have a corkscrew for a cheap bottle of wine. Graham had no watching, but I knew when it was time. Kablooey on the radio, explosions in the sky. If you think about it, 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 if you think about it. Shall I eat a peach with pepper? Shall I part my hair behind? I should have maybe kissed you, but I never felt inclined. When we fell together, then I learned the lie was true. I love you, Anna Kirby, all I want is to get through. If you think about it, 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 if you think about it. I want to feel your hands on me, I want to be seduced. Does loving make us greater, or does it just reduce? She broke against my body and I saw her womanhood. I loved what I had made, cannot say that it was good. If you think about it, 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 if you think about it. A life for 50 years, it might seem to be enough. But when you're 49, that might seem to be kinda tough. One thing worse than dying would be to never die. Nothing is revealed to us and nobody should cry. If you think about it, 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 if you think about it. The debut of If You Think About It.
Mermaids!
Well, I had a special request for a particular song as I was coming in the door, and well, we weren't going to play it.
Yay.
We weren't going to play it, but I thought, I've got to play it. It's been requested. We're on tour with Jeffrey, and it's absolutely, fantastic. But occasionally people say, well, David Cronenberg's wife, are you really anti-folk? Are you really anti-folk? And I say, yes, because, anti-folk is those true-to-life songs, something that's happened to you. Jeff talks about, being in a restaurant on his own, or going down past the Chelsea Hotel and seeing that girl. Well, here's my true-to-life tale. This is about the time I met a mermaid. I was sailing just off Hydra in the middle of July. The sun was streaming down, my mouth was sore and dry. I'd been at sea for half a year, I'd left behind the land on which my wife had left me, and why I couldn't understand. So I was sailing to my end towards a watery grave. I planned to drown myself, disappear beneath the waves. I had these thoughts when suddenly a pair of piercing eyes fixed upon me from the water, and from what I could surmise, a woman treading water, pale skin with golden hair. She dove down for a minute as if she didn't need the air, then to my ship with rapid moves, so graceful and so bold, and climbed onto a jutting rock, and then I did behold. She was a mermaid, fair of face with eyes of Persian green, and breasts that glistened in the sun of every boyhood dream. Her pale skin swept into a shimmer of rainbow nacre scales that ended into bluish fronds of flapping mermaid's tail, mermaid's tail, mermaid's tail. She beckoned me with such a look, what could I do but throw my anchor into the sea and jump to the waves below? I swam to her with desperate arms, with nothing more to lose. I'd gladly let her strangle me, seaweed for a noose. But then she spoke, I bear no harm, won't keep you from your ship. I bring you pearls from azure shores and rings of water nymphs. But in return, something of you, of yours and yours alone. I need a mate, now spring is gone and you can go back home. What a sudden rush of feeling, of lust and blood and joy. I felt somehow renewed again, like once again a boy. So when she said take off your clothes, I did nothing but obey, and stripped myself of my wet garb, happy and afraid. I stood before her naked, her eyes they drifted down. A puzzled look passed across her face, something like a frown. Mermaid's tail, mermaid's tail. Okay then, so I'm ready, won't you change into your legs? She rolled those sea green eyes and scoffed, that's a story writ by men. So what's the plan, I said to her, where do I need to go? One thing that I have learnt in love, it surely needs a hole. You've read too many tales, she said, from children's storybooks. We're not magic, we are flesh. And here, just take a look. Mermaids don't have vulvas, and there is no cloacal hiss. You've one shot, you've one shot, you've one shot, do not miss. But first I need to lay my eggs, and she rolled onto her front, gasping, sighing, moaning, and then making little grunts. And with breathing ever shallow, she pressed up with both arms. Her slender body trembled, and grasping with her palms from a slippery fold of scaly skin, she expelled some kind of spawn into the shallow waters, and it shone like a beetle's horn. Warm and wet and smelling streams like roe or caviar, I stood there still and helpless beneath the sun, the moon and stars. Mermaid's tale, mermaid's tale. I need to be aroused, I said, can I kiss you for a while? I'd rather not, came the response, human germs are vile. But you can look at me, she said, while drawing back her hair. There's no pleasure in this for me, but I do not really care. So don't just stand there, do your bit. I'll watch you as you come. I was too polite to swim back now, I stood there cold and dumb, and started pulling on my man until it grew half hard. I tried to feign enjoyment, a ridiculous charade. At first I looked into her eyes, but it really put me off, and she made it worse by half when she gave a little cough. So I just grit my teeth, eyes down, and thought of my ex-wife. How this had quickly turned into the worst hour of my life. After 60 minutes of hard toil, I produced a needed seed that oozed out from a weeping eye unimpressively, like a leaking can of oil, or drops from dripping taps, the last scrapings from a bottle, or nibbling candle wax that slowly oozed on top of her glistening legs. I stood there exhausted, my tail between my legs, and with that she rolled into the shimmering sea. Moral of this story, don't fulfill the fantasy, and always do your homework on mermaid biology. Unfortunately, that one's unreleased. You can't buy that one yet, but it will be out later this year on our new album. Honestly, so good here to be here in Cardiff. A lot of people, well, actually nobody, but for the purpose of this story, a lot of people ask me, you know, what is the David Cronenberg's wife career highlight? And you know, some people, you know, we supported The Fall, pretty cool. That's not the career highlight. The career highlight was actually translating one of my songs, the song Sweden, into Welsh. And I renamed it Cymru, and it was actually played one time on BBC Cymru. We're not going to play that song because I absolutely cannot remember the Welsh translation. It would be very embarrassing. But we have a couple more for you. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Enjoy Jeffrey Lewis. This next song is about how sometimes you're looking for a way out, you're looking for a way of improving your life, and you come up with certain rules. Sometimes those rules, they can be almost like a prison, and they can actually be detrimental to you. And this song is about that. It's called Rules. we got one more. We got, you've probably seen Jeffrey Lewis's merch stand downstairs. Very fucking impressive. I can't quite match that, but just to the other end of the merch table is our little modest merch table. We have a limited edition tour poster commemorating this beautiful occasion. 30 copies only. I Heart David Cronenberg's Wife t-shirt with the anatomical heart. And I believe there is, I think we only ever got 5 blue ones printed, and there's 1 more blue left in small, so you want to get that before it goes, because if you don't, then you'll forever say, I don't have a blue David Cronenberg's Wife t-shirt in small, and where will you be in life? Anyway, thanks so much everyone. I'll be downstairs if you want a little chat. Enjoy Jeffrey Lewis. This song is from our latest album, The Ship, and it's called I Don't Know Anymore. Thanks for listening. When I was a teenager, my mother, she said to me, if I was to break another's heart, then for her to break that of me. So I took a knife and I made a mark in the frame of my bedroom door. At that time I knew what it meant, knew what it was for. I don't know anymore. The first man that I loved too well, his name was Robert White. Inside out and back again, he turned me on those hot summer nights. Where have all those moments gone? Where are the gestures of his hand? Where was the first kiss? Where did we meet? What was it I saw? I don't know anymore. The closest friend to him it was a girl named Elishka Webb. She had a robin live in her eyes, rosemary grew from her head. I really tried to stay away, but there's some things just have to be. And what were the words so beautiful, she said, at the bedroom door, I don't know anymore. It's like a film you thought you saw some 40 years ago. I try not to revisit it, there's nothing it can show. But I still think of him and what he's doing now. But when I left, did I really leave him just so collapsed on the floor? I don't know anymore. Near the end, an image comes to me. He's vibrant, bright, and near. It was back in Switzerland, this man I held so dear. You try to grasp onto it, you realize there's nothing there. Was this love? Was this life? And if so, how can I be sure? I don't know anymore. Thank you everybody, thank you so much. Thanks to the band. Getting drunk in the back. We've been David Cronenberg's Wife. Hopefully see you again sometime. Enjoy the rest of the night. Good night.